Hey there, and welcome back to the Pure English channel. Today, you're going to follow a real story, a little chaotic, a little funny, and perfect for practicing real-life English, especially directions like left, right, north, south, east, west, and straight ahead. But this isn't just about directions, it's about what really happens when technology, traffic, and life collide. Use this video to practice the shadowing method, where you listen and immediately repeat out loud, reinforcing your learning practically and naturally. Try to copy the sound, the rhythm, and the pronunciation, like you're a shadow of my voice. It's one of the most powerful ways to improve your speaking skills. So, let's read and listen to a text together. Quick reminder: don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. That way you won't miss any new content, and you'll help the channel grow a lot. Don't worry if it's not perfect the first time. The important thing is to practice and get better with each try. Let's go on a road trip through Miami with Paul and Jake. Let's get started. Paul arrived in Miami early on a Friday morning. Humidity hit him the moment he left the airport, and the smell of the ocean wasn't far behind. He met up with Jake, a friend from college he hadn't seen in a few years. They grabbed a rental car, a blue SUV that looked reliable enough, and decided to drive to the hotel. "You got the address?" Jake asked, tossing his bag in the back seat. "Yeah, I put it in the GPS already," Paul said, pulling out of the lot. "Turn right," the GPS announced, calm and clear. "Feels like a good start," Jake said, leaning back. Except, 2 minutes later, they hit a massive construction site. Road closed. Workers everywhere. "Nice," Jake muttered. "Road closed. Recalculating," said the GPS. Paul smirked. "Recalculating. Story of my life," he joked. "Turn left," the GPS instructed. They took the left, cutting through a neighborhood filled with murals, small coffee shops, and families outside. It was the real Miami, not the tourist version. They drove a few blocks. "Continue straight ahead for half a mile," the GPS said. Paul loosened up a bit. Jake was already checking out places to eat nearby. "Dude, we need to find Cuban coffee later," Jake said, scrolling through his phone. Paul nodded. First coffee, then beach. Priorities. Just as they started planning, a parade appeared, completely blocking the road. Music, floats, dancers. No way through. Jake leaned forward. "Is this normal?" Paul laughed. "In Miami, pretty much." The GPS chimed in again, unfazed. "Head north for 2 miles." Paul sighed and turned right to head north. They passed parks, food trucks, art galleries. For a few minutes, Everything seemed fine, until they got stuck behind a delivery truck blocking both lanes. "You've gotta be kidding me," Paul said, tapping the steering wheel. "Turn right in 100 meters, the GPS offered." Jake looked over. "Ever feel like the GPS is just making it up?" "Every day," Paul answered, turning as instructed. They now found themselves on small residential streets, sunlight filtering through the palm trees. No big buildings, no tourists, just regular life. "Head east toward Biscayne Bay," the GPS ordered. Paul adjusted his route. Jake looked out the window. "Man, this city really changes block by block." Paul agreed. "Yeah, you blink, and you're somewhere else." They finally reached the edge of the bay, the ocean sparkling in the afternoon light. "Go straight ahead for 1 mile," the GPS said. The ride was smoother now. Parks on one side, water on the other. Families picnicking, runners passing by. It almost felt peaceful. Until traffic hit again. Gridlocked. Horns blaring, Paul pulled over slightly. "Should have just walked," he said. The GPS recalculated once again. "Make a U-turn when possible." Jake laughed. "We're living in a rerouting loop." Paul found a side street and turned around, trying not to run over any bicycles. Then came another instruction. "Turn west onto Collins Avenue." West. Easy. They drove past vintage hotels, palm-lined boulevards, and couples on scooters. "This is the Miami I imagined," Jake said, snapping a photo. The GPS said, "Continue straight ahead for 5 blocks." Paul nodded. "No problem. Straight ahead, no detours. Please." But Miami had other plans. More construction ahead. The GPS, "Traffic ahead." Recalculating. "Turn right, then left, then another left." Jake laughed. "If we make it today, coffee's on me." Paul smiled, following the crazy path, block by block, until finally, the GPS announced, "You have arrived at your destination." They looked up. There it was. Their hotel, standing tall against the blue sky. Paul parked, turned off the car, and leaned back. "Man, next time. Uber." Jake laughed. "Next time, we just enjoy getting lost." They grabbed their bags and headed inside, finally, ready to start the real adventure. Sometimes the journey is nothing like you expect, but with a little patience and a sense of humor, you always find your way. And along the ride, you practice without even realizing it. Stick around and use this channel to practice shadowing whenever you can. And remember, watch again if you want more practice. The more you repeat, the more confident you become. In the beginning, it takes effort, but over time, you'll speak, understand, and even think in another language. What feels hard today will feel natural tomorrow. Just keep going. This is English with meaning, context, and culture. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join me for the next video here on the Pure English channel. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Remember, learning English is not just about words, it's about communication. Mistakes happen, but that's okay. Keep practicing, stay confident, and enjoy the journey. See you in the next video.